All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the New England Patriots. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's got some fun when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They run. Robinson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. They'll run it now with Robinson. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Let's go now. 60 or. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hey, Charlie.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 49 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got
that? He's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Mike, 53.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
91, 5. 47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. Be different.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll set up to throw. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Alert three.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
At the 14-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Great. Mike, 46. 3 buds.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught here by Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? They'll look to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the run, it's Robinson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Check 3.
From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
70, Indy.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Maurice Hurst make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Ready. 8, read. Cut. Smooth.
46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
5.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I'm here all day.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit. Clean grip.
They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
Let's go. 18 Gators. Come on. Let's go.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
3 butt. Shift.
They'll run here with Robinson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant. Let's go. 53. Check 53. It's our time. Mike, 53.
Now it's Jackson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He's been the forgotten man in this 1st half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
Hey, 4 down. That's it. 26 Mike. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. 26 Mike. Come.
Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
I got you. I got you.
Hit it.
Back to throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
46. Mike, 46.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. There's a party now.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding room at the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Shoot.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
On the double. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Get it together, defense. Let's get it. Defense.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Able to find Shaheen here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He's got a 1st down past the 30 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check 53 is mine.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Read it well, and it's picked. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3.
Ready?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
4-7's the mic, 4-7's the mic. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
2nd down. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
47 Mike, 47 Mike. Mike, 47, let's go.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Room here to run. That one good for 26 and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Back now in Foxborough. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9.
Right now, you better break. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. All right. Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. 26 Mike.
Jackson now. Flush to his right. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Robinson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know he ain't got it. He got it.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
46 to Mike. 46 to Mike.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
New England on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Bell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Ready.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
6-6, pull it high. Get wide. Rush in. Check.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
You ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Raiders on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw is Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 41, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
Check 15, check 15. Switch.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for New England, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.